March Extra. Let's talk about shawls.
I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica. And today is Monday, March 22nd.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So, hello and welcome. If you're new, we hope you stick around and like what you see. And if you're returning, we appreciate that you are here again, spending time with us. And today we are going to discuss shawls that I have made in past years. Daphne and I are both going to show a shawl that we are currently working on, and then Daphne's going to discuss a shawl you're looking to cast on.
Yeah, after this one.
And we are going to give you details right now about our shawl knit and crochet along. So we announced in our last episode that the Shawl KCAL is starting, or did start already. Yeah. What day?
It started on Sunday, the 20th. Saturday, the 20th.
Okay, Saturday the 20th. And all you need to do is join us on Instagram and or in our Facebook group. Whips are allowed. And if you join us on Instagram, when you upload a picture, just tag us at Rose Opal Knits and use the hashtag ROK Shawl KCAL. So that's for knit and crochet along. We thought it would be kind of unique just to have them both there, and that should go across the screen. And what else? What other information? I think it's just a participation cal, right? I mean, do they have to finish shawls? Or yes?
I don't know.
We just want you to knit or crochet along with us, so we're just going to make it a participation.
Who knows? I probably won't even finish mine.
I know. Who knows? I don't know either. You got a couple months. We're going to do it the entire season of spring, so that will end here in June.
It's June 21st. I'm pretty sure. I think we looked it up, and it was the 20th to the 21st.
Okay.
So it should be June 21st.
Just go ahead and post your works in progress pictures and any finished shawls that you make. Post those too on Instagram using the hashtag. And if you are a member of our Facebook group, I'll start a thread in there with the information, and we can just chat and upload pictures as we make progress, and just to be fun and have the community, the people knitting and crocheting along with us. And we will pull a prize winner, one from Instagram and one from the Facebook group. And if you're a member of the group and you also are on Instagram, you can post in both places. That's perfectly fine with us.
We don't have the prize chosen yet, do we?
No.
Okay.
Nope, we don't have the prizes. There will be prizes, but we don't have them yet. So we'll let you know. We'll keep you updated through the next couple months. And so that was a lot of talking. We're already 3 minutes in. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with previous shawls, and I'll just kind of move through them quickly because we don't want this to be long. And
so probably going to be long. She's got a lot.
It's not that many. It's not going to be long. So this is the first shawl that I ever knitted, and it is called the Holden Shawl. You want to hold it for me?
Fine.
Thank you. So I can look at my book at the information. So I knit that in 2012, and it's Holden by Mindy Wilkes. And when I knit it, there was the Holden, if I remember correctly, there was the Holden Shawl and the Holden Shawlette. So this I have in my Ravelry notes as the Holden Shawlette. Now when you go to the project or to the pattern page, it just says Holden by Mindy Wilkes, and I think there might be two sizes. So this is the smaller size, and I used a US 6 needle of 4mm, and it's knit with Knit Picks Imagination, which is a discontinued yarn now, but I used 2 full skeins, and the color is Loch Ness. And Knit Picks Imagination was 50% merino, 25% alpaca, and 25% nylon. So it is on the smaller side. So when you put it over your shoulders, it doesn't, my hair is getting caught on my hair, but it doesn't really cover a lot in the front, but it does, you know. So, and then, you know, of course you can wrap it this way and then have it kind of popping out of your coat front. So that's the first one. And the next one, now Ravelry has this as a scarf. I think I've knit just as many scarves as I have shawls, or maybe more scarves. And I don't consider it a scarf because it has this shape to it. And when you look at other people's projects, they've knit it much bigger and it pulls down lower, or maybe they just more aggressively blocked it than I did. But so this is called All About Love, and thanks, Daphne. And I knitted that in 2016, so that's a big difference. The first one I knitted in 2012, and then this one is 2016, and it's All About Love by Sylvia McFadden. And I used a US 8 5mm needle, and this is knit out of Patton's Classic Wool in the dark gray mix. And it is on the smaller side as well. But see, that's a pattern with my shawls. They all seem to be on the small side, most of them. And I think that's because I'm a tight knitter and I didn't do a gauge swatch. And a lot of them I went up 1 needle size. Some of them I didn't go up a needle size from what the pattern suggested. And I probably could have gone up a needle, or up 2 needle sizes, maybe even 3. So, but it was a fun, easy knit.
I like the color of this one.
Now the next one I knit is this one. Let me make sure that's on the right side. And as you can see, this one's kind of a bit smaller too. And this is, will you mind holding it? Thanks. This one is,
you can't even see the color of that. It is blue.
It is blue.
There you go. That's closer. It was like showing up like white or like
like
silvery-ish.
I noticed that when I took pictures of it, sometimes it came out white. So this is the Pacifica by Lisa Seifert or Seifert. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I should know that, Lisa, but I don't. Sorry. So this, I used a US 7, which is 4.5mm, and the yarn is the Hey Sister Yarn Co. Fantastic Sock Base in the Cold Hearted color. And I believe this was Belle, a Belle colorway. And from the Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. That's probably what it was, a Beauty and the Beast colorway, not Belle. But yeah, so it's very soft. It has cashmere, I think, in it. And again, like I said, it's on the smaller side. So when I wrap it around like this, it's not very deep, but it's still very nice. I enjoy it. It's very soft to wear. And moving on to the next one. The next one I knit, oh, did I say I knit that in 2017? So it went 2012, 2016, 2017, and we're still in 2017. And this is Ocean Bound by Melanie Berg. And I used Knit Picks tonals and 2 different colorways. Thank you. I used the Shale tonal and the Train Station tonal. And I used a US 4, which is a 3.5mm needle. And so this is Shale and this is Train Station. And this total shawl had 702 yards in it. So I think it's really pretty, especially when it's wrapped this way, because this is an asymmetrical shawl too. And I wrapped it kind of tight, but can't get it to lay flat, but still. Anyway, I think it's very pretty and easy enough to wear. And since it isn't so big, I can wear it with my coat and it not like really feel too bulky. So keep this moving. The next one was knit in 2017, and it's called Coastal, and it's by Lisa Seffert. And let's see here. This one I should have definitely gone up needle sizes because it ended up turning out way too small. And my daughter, who is now 4, she used to wear it around the house like it was her cape. So it's a semicircular shawl. And when I wrap it this way, the end to end barely comes to the front. But it's doable, you know, and it'll stay on with your coat and everything. Kind of like that. And you can wrap it around your shoulders.
That'd be cute for like Mary Rose. So
Yeah,
to wear like with a dress. Mm-hmm. Going out or something.
So I mean, you can, and because it is a semicircle, it's got a little more coverage in the front. But so I don't know.
Add a button.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me like you know, with one of the period piece dresses, if you were watching like Jane Austen or a movie or something.
Just add a button.
I like it. So I did 2 colors. I think the pattern was written for just a single color. Thank you. But I used Bay Street Yarns Fawn and Stepping Stone, which is the speckle. And then I added a contrast of Dream and Color Jilly in the color Retriever. I used a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter needle. I probably should have knit it with an 8 because I only ended up using half a skein of the Stepping Stone colorway, and I only used a quarter of a skein of the Retriever colorway. So I definitely could have gone up needle size and had enough yarn to knit a larger shawl. But and then I'll just keep it moving. And then in 2017 into 2018.
2017 was apparently the year to knit shawls.
My daughter was still little enough that I had time to, I don't know, knit, but I was into shawls, I guess. So 2017, and then it went into 2018. I knit this, and this is the Scrappy Bias shawl, which is a pattern by Emily Clausen. And I know what I used. I used Willow Tree yarn. And actually I started on this end. And it's a mini set. Sorry, did I hit you?
No.
Oh. Which goes up to about here. And it's called All We Need Is Love. And then the last portion of the shawl, like from here to here, was knit with a full skein by Willow Tree yarn, and that was called Lovebirds, and it's on the Pizzazz base, which is the sparkle base. And I have not even blocked this yet, so I know this will get bigger. It's still real squishy garter stitch, but if I blocked it, you know what garter does, it would pull out and be nice and big. But I never blocked it. So, but I just love the colors. And I used a US 6, again, 4 millimeter needle. And that's that. Oh, look. I started this one in 2017 and didn't finish to 2018 either. So this is the Campside by Alicia Plummer. Yep, Campside. I used a US 7, 4.5 millimeter needle. This is a triangle, shawl. And I use Knit Picks City DK Tweed in the Basil colorway, and I used a total of 6 balls. So, and I love this one. This is the only one that stayed out of my hope chest this winter. And this one is big. And so around the house, I would wear it like this, like a grandma should. around my shoulders and just stay nice and toasty warm. And it's got a lot of coverage. So I think it's very pretty. But that's the back side you're seeing now. So, but it has those eyelets that turns into mesh, I guess. But I enjoyed knitting this. It just took me a while. Bear with me, I don't have too many more. And then in 2018, I test knit this for Lisa Sefrit. I'm sorry. And I test knit a couple things for Lisa. And this was one of them. And this is made out of Knit Picks Cotton. So it's a cotton linen blend yarn. Will you hold that so I can look at my notes? Thanks. And the colors are Gosling and Harbor. I'm going to guess that this one's Gosling and this one's Harbor. And I used a US 6 4mm needle, and I used a total of 728 yards. It was 5.9 skeins. I have my notes for that. All of these so far, I have notes on Ravelry. So, and I love this one too, and this is a bigger one. And then I knit another one by Lisa, and this one's called Equinox. It's this very similar shape, but it's a single tonal yarn. I think I used 2 skeins. It's very soft. It's another Knit Picks yarn. It's Knit Picks Preciosa Tonal in the Pokeberry colorway. And I used a total of 1.8 skeins for 491 yards, and I used a US 8, which is a 5mm needle, right? Yeah. So, and I used to wear this one after I knit it. I wore this one a lot with my coat when I went out because, you know, this bright pink is like total my jam. But it's so soft. What? And, oh, this one. So this next one I started in 2016 and finished in 2018.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll see why in a minute. So this is the multnomah by Kate Ray. I used G. Scheller alpaca silk fingering in the tick seed colorway. And I used a US 3, which is a 3.25mm needle, and I used the whole skein. Now, if you're at all familiar with the multnomah, you will know that the entire bottom section is that feather and fan lace. And I got to this repeat of the feather and fan lace and decided I was over the feather and fan lace. So I modified it, and I have somewhat detailed notes on Ravelry about what I did. And it's just a little one skein. And I don't wear this one hardly at all because I don't really think it's my color.
I like that color.
But it's super soft, super soft. But I don't think it was the most fun to knit. My daughter's crying, I think.
I don't think that was her.
You don't think that was her? No? Okay.
Sound like Paisley.
Oh, okay. Your daughter's crying. And the last one that I have to show you, which is the last one that I knit, it is, I knit it last year in 2020. It's Katie's Shawl by Cozy Up Knits.
Don't even remember that.
You don't remember this one?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Not at all.
Let me make sure I'm showing it on the right side. I think this is the right side. So here it is. And this one was fun to knit. And
did you show it on the podcast?
Yeah, I sure did.
What? I don't remember it.
All right, so will you hold it?
Yeah.
Me? Thanks.
I
We were
can.
still sitting out on the landing.
No.
I'm sorry.
That was so long ago.
It is warming up here. The weather is beautiful, but my seasonal allergies are kicking my butt. So this Speckled color is Primrose Yarn Co. in the Sonic Youth colorway.
Oh, now I remember that color.
Uh-huh. And
Just
this
the color name.
turquoise color is Willow Tree Yarn and just one of her minis. And then the gray and this bluey purple color, it looks blue on the screen, is Coop Knit Soxia and the Azurite and the Chalcedony, I don't know, colorway. And that's all the information I have because this one wasn't on Ravelry and I couldn't remember. I looked real quick, but I couldn't remember what needle size I used. I think maybe a 7, but it's a good size. And I don't think I ever blocked this one either. Because if I had, I think those, this stitch would be open more and this garter stitch would definitely be open more. Don't you think? It's still real squishy and tight close up. But anyway, so that's how it looks on. I like it. And even without being blocked, it's still big. Sorry, Daphne. Still big enough to wrap around this way too. In the grandma way. Alright, so that's all my past shawls. And if you have any questions that I didn't answer, please feel free to leave comments below and ask those questions. But there will also be information about each shawl in the description box below. So do you want to talk about what you're doing right now?
Sure.
Okay.
You haven't already seen this one. But it's still my campfire cozy by Pacifica. So, and it's just probably about the size of your biggest shawl by now. But anyways, it's on as long as cords as I can get right now. So it's just a ball.
You said you recently did what, 5?
Yeah,
5
I was
rows?
at that ball last time.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
It's growing, but it's
I used
slow
the
growing.
called for needles, but this shawl is huge.
Gigantic. Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember how big it's supposed to be. It's huge. Like, I think it's bigger than my wingspan.
Probably.
So it's okay that I didn't go up a needle. But I'm using a US 10. Pretty sure that's what it's called for.
Mm-hmm.
And the yarn
And that's worsted weight?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my 3rd ball, but this is my 3rd ball. And it's Lions brand woolies in the rose heather colorway, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still in the garter section. So.
Yeah. You said you had what, 42
There's
more?
46 rows of that garter, and I think I'm on like row 12.
Oh, okay. So you're in the 30s now. That's great.
Yeah,
right.
It's taking forever. Plus, like every row, it's a free pattern. Every row, you're increasing either 2 or 4. So if you're on the right side, you increase 4. If you're on the back side, you're increasing 2.
Oh, okay. So
Every
it gets
round.
bigger
every
time.
round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure, like, other than when you get to the ribbing, you're increasing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like after that garter section, there's a stockinette section for like 14 rounds, and then there's another garter section for like 8 or maybe 20.
Oh my goodness, what is the big difference between 8 and 20?
I know, I think it's like 8 or 20.
Uh-huh.
But it's still going. And then like the ribbing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
All right, so in my, I think it's white rose fiber coat bag, my bee bag, I have a bunch of mini skeins and partial skeins, mostly Willow Tree yarn, but some other name brands, which I'll go over as I knit them. There's too much to show right now. I have a very teeny tiny start on my Noah shawl. This is was just marking the front of the pattern, so, or the front, side of the shawl, so I wouldn't get confused. But there we go. There's the start. You'll see that more to come in the upcoming months. So far, I'm loving it. No, I think it's going to be a fun knit.
Okay. The shawl that I actually wanted to do for the knit along was the Snowy Pines shawl by the Blue Mouse. So these are my 2 yarns. It's brioche, so it's 2-color brioche, and this is pink. It's kind of hard to see, and that's blue, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just color and numbers. So this one's 8310, and this one is 8365. Mm-hmm. So, and I have 2 balls of each of these. So, I think that's how much I needed.
Is it a triangle shawl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like as.
No, it still looks a little blown out.
It's not going to be as deep as this one is, but it's going to be wide. Mm-hmm. And I think it goes in 2 different sizes, but I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I haven't looked at the pattern in a while, but this is just 100% superwash wool. So those are going to be my colors. If I ever finish this Pacifica shawl. Mm-hmm. So that's all I have for shawls.
All right, well, we hope you enjoyed this March Extra. And we will be back with our regular episode in about a week. Because I think I mentioned in the last video that Holden and Daphne and the kids were going away for a little weekend getaway down to the beach area. And so we will be recording a couple days late. And then it takes me a day or 2 to edit and upload and all that. So probably by next Wednesday.
Sometime.
Or
next
Thursday.
Week.
Yes. We should have another video up. All right. Hope you all are doing well. See you in about a week. Bye.
Bye.